So the lowest tier is collection slash valuable. These two units are not good in the game. These two you might have actually never seen, and I'm going to explain to you how you get them, and if you were a trader on ASTD, you might actually want to get these. First unit that is from premium capsules, will be worth a lot, so definitely make sure to get him. The second unit over here is the PvP unit. Maybe he will not be tradable, but it will be really a good flex if you get him. Moving on to the D tier, we have these units. I mean, none of them are really good. Zoro is like kinda good. Naruto, just a starter. Same with Vegeta and Goku. Ko, which can also fuse with Tanjiro, which is kinda good, but she only attacks on units who only have bleeding, which I mean is really weird, and that is why she's on D tier. This guy, I don't know, but I know he's really bad. Gon isn't the best. Same with Ichigo. Sanji is actually not that bad. We didn't rank him really high because, I mean, it is just a D tier unit. Nami as well is just really bad. Same with Luffy. Oh, I decided to put Deborah in C tier because it is just a dynamic AoE unit and also really bad damage, really bad SPA. We have Uryu, which is just a health unit with kind of decent DPS. Then Mob Psycho. Then we have Sasuke Evo, which is actually kind of good of a health unit. Then we have 4-star Naruto, and we have 3-star Sasuke. Now the B tier, we have Ichigo Masked. So this is the evolution of Ichigo. We were about to put him in A tier, but I decided to put him on high B tier because I don't think he's worthy enough of being A tier. He's really good on like challenges, for example, but anything else, I don't think he's really that good. Maybe on story as well. Then we have Majin Vegeta. Majin Vegeta is a new unit, so he will be really good to get cash fast. Then we have Gojo, which is just a time stop unit. I was about to put him in support, but I did not because he does do DPS. Then we have Broly 4-star. 4-star, you can actually solo a lot of the story mode. I myself did 3 maps of story with Broly on Evo, which is insane to think about. Then we have Naruto Sage. So Fast decided to put him in the middle. I don't really know what he does. I know he's pretty good. I wouldn't say actually go for his Evo because you might be disappointed, but if you have him, don't worry about it. We have Unevoed Sukuna. Unevoed Sukuna does a very good amount of damage, also health unit, but does not have bleed. So that is why he's kind of on low B. Then we have Tanjiro. So Tanjiro, why we put him in low B tier is actually because of Nezuko, because Nezuko and Tanjiro can work together or team up together, and they will actually do an incredible damage on units. We have Dio. Sadly, Dio is not really good, but he is only on 4-star, so it really does explain why he's not the best. We have Half Mask Ichigo. You won't really need him, only if you want to Evo Ichigo. And Gear 2 Luffy and Super Saiyan Goku are really not good. That is why they are in low B tier. Now moving to the A tiers. On the first of A tier we have Kujo. Kujo is an insane placement unit. Think of him as a worse version of Super Saiyan God Goku. He is only 900 to place. He is only a ground unit, which is kind of sad to see, but he does an insane DPS if you get over the Ascended upgrade. With only 9k cash, he can do around 30,000 damage if it has All-Star, and if it does not have All-Star, it will do around 9k damage. This is why Kuja is really good. Also, honorable mention, really good shield breaker. Then we have Aqua. So Aqua is actually the second highest DPS unit. I'm not even kidding. So this is Aqua. She does 13,000 DPS and it is in the top 10 DPS units. And if we include the traits, she is top 9 with 18,000 damage with Bloodlust. Wonder why she is not actually in meta? Well, because she has 6 range. Yeah, I'm not even kidding. She actually does have 6 range, single target unit. Does that mean she's bad? Definitely no. Her DPS definitely makes up for it. Next we have Whitebeard. Whitebeard is a full AoE unit. He is also going to be really good on trials, story, infinites, and challenges. Next we have Eren, and Eren was about to be placed in meta from Fumutsu. Now Fumutsu did make a very valid point of putting Aaron at meta because he is the best shield breaker in Trials. Keep in mind that the main game mode is going to be Trials. That is what Fimutsu said, and it is already the main game mode because after you complete everything, Trials is the only thing you're going to do, which is to get Esdeath. Also, a very valid point which I always make, just with Aaron you can solo 80% of all NPCs over here, which gets you a lot of gems, but also gets you a lot of Evo items which you will be needing to Evo the meta units. Think of him as a support that helps you get metas really fast. But I still decided to put him in A tier because these are very specific game modes that he is really good in. Otherwise, his attack form is really trash. Then we have Sukuna and Frieren. So Sukuna is a bleeding unit, red element as well, hill unit, and he is really good to be honest. Being a red element means that he is going to be really useful in challenges. DPS is really good and he just carries most of the time in story. Frieren is kind of like him, but definitely not because she does cost way more. She is more of a boss killer. Frieren is going to be really good for NPCs, but also really good in infinites and also really good in challenges, especially the daily. Now we have Yuno and Mihawk. Yuno is a bleeding unit, I believe. She does do crazy DPS, but once again, very low range. Is top 2 on the trait DPS list, which is 27,000 DPS. For Mihawk, I didn't really know where to put Mihawk. He is definitely A tier, but he can be mid A tier or maybe low A tier. He's really a good air unit. Think maybe better than Sukuna, I don't really know, so don't take my word on him being a last. Now moving on to the support slash farm area. In the support tab over here we have Erwin, King Kai, which both of these guys are really good supports. Then we have Blackbeard. Blackbeard, he actually attacks, but this time he does have a slow. And him not being ascended does do a 40% slow, which is actually really useful for infinites and trials. Then we have Lelouch, which is another buff unit. Then we have Gray. Now Gray is actually a chilled unit which makes enemies slower. I don't know the exact percentage, but I know that he also kinda just freezes them in one spot, making him really good support. So we have our beautiful Ramen guy. This is the only form in ASTDX. I don't know what is happening, but he looks clean. And now we have the meta tier. Meta tier, these are the units. The first unit is Kokoshibo. As you can see here, with All-Star with the ability, she does 29,000 DPS, and also without the trait, she does 19,000 DPS with the ability, making her absolutely nuts. And yeah, this is the best unit in the game for you wondering. Next we have Esdeath. Esdeath you get from the trials, the main game mode of ASTDX. Now Esdeath is actually not really that crazy. Yeah, it is an unbound unit. She is a meta support. Fimutsu did say that she is a meta support. I decided to put her in meta because she also does really good DPS, making her really good as a support and as an attack unit. So yeah, definitely top 2. Now we have Sanjin Woo. So good, his DPS is really good. He can also spawn Igris, he can summon enemies, but keep in mind that he's really not the best if you do not have him ascended. Make sure to ascend him and then use him. Then we have Ulquiorra. So Ulquiorra is one of the best units in the game. One of the main testers was saying top 2 is deserved to Ulquiorra, but I did not put Ulquiorra at top 2. Yeah, Ulquiorra does have an insane DPS of 20,000 with the ability, and if you use Ulquiorra in trials, it is 40,000. But if we do not include trials, he is really just a normal DPS unit, but his ability does make him kind of crazy. So, I mean, if you think he's top 2 in meta, hey, I actually agree with that. Then we have Broly. Now Broly is going to be extremely useful in the story once again. This is Broly Evo. He is definitely meta because he can help you out on challenges a lot. He's a fast SPA, high cost unit, but also hill. And his Evo is pretty easy, so yeah, Also insanely good in trials. Then we have Ishtar. So Ishtar, I was about to put him in A tier, but Fumutsu and also the main tester did say that she has to go in meta. Ishtar is, what I heard from Fuzz, a full, like, infinite range unit. I don't really know much about Ishtar, but I know she is damn meta. We have Super Saiyan God Goku. Super Saiyan God Goku is the best placement unit in the game. He is a better version of Kujo, making him really good for air units as well, because he is a hell unit. You will be using him basically in every game mode of ACDX. This was the tier list. If you want the full tier list though, make sure to join my Discord, the CC Counter official server, and you will be having the tier list in the announcement tab over here and in the pinned messages. We'll also be updating this tier list with the upcoming updates of ACDX, which are kinda soon, and also all the DPS lists in there. And I'm gonna host some giveaways, so why not join? To like and subscribe, and I'll see ya in the next one.